Dmitry Vodennikov is a Russian poet and essayist and a presenter of radio programs devoted to Russian literature. He has published a number of books of both verse and prose and gives public readings of his verse. I'm going to read a poem called Draft. Draft because poems do not grow like well-behaved children. They sprout at night between the legs, and only once in every 100 years seed poet fool, poet father, poet flower. Yes, exactly like that. Mind you, there is no other way. My drawn-out germination ended in spitting, snarling, squabbling, and welcome, here at last, my long-awaited ripeness. Only why were you beating like that yesterday, my sated, cunning heart? Only why were you beating like that, thrumming like a demented drummer? April, I am standing on a mountain wearing a tight-stitched military coat. I have 4 lives left and a letter from you. Greetings. That's what you say to me. Greetings. I am seriously ill and I have no lives left. Tomorrow I start chemotherapy, but I'll try to get through it. I'm going to fight. You try to be happy. Live. Be as joyful as you can and don't be afraid of anything. So here I am, trying. Go on then, try, perspiring, resurgent, unhealthy. Capture the course of your life on a scrap of paper, digital, wood pulp, green gods, whatever, and I, along with everyone else, will thank you. Wrapped in happiness and so much of it, so many mighty men and beasts. Here comes Anton Ochirov, here's churring Kirill Medvedev, and here's a man warmed up on a white-hot stone who spent years of his own free will jailed to my side, back broken in childhood and the look of a sun-baked salamander. To my unvarying, you poor boy, he had but one answer: no, I am happy. These people are lodged in my head, some to the waist in the earth, some to the shoulder in russet grass, some to the tops of their crowns in death, and some, the winners, gone without trace. These are people who are not about to leave me forever. The others, who blew their one big temporal battle and stayed in Israel, Latvia, Poland, the fields around Moscow, we'll take them with us too, like shot blueberries smeared across our palms and on our sunny slacks and skirts. April. We are standing on a mountain in stupid, tight-stitched coats, Olia and Nastya and Roma and Petya and Sasha and God knows who, clutching a laptop, a mobile, pillars in a birch grove pointing to heaven, heads back and faces transparent and beloved, tilted to the sky because all people with beloved faces are pillars pointing to heaven. I will teach you all to speak from Sparrow Mountain. Greetings, one will say. I, the only one in this country who has defended poetry from humiliation, at last concede the crime they pin on me. This is not poetry. This is my voice, my living, I've lost count of how old voice, the one that promised to make the woman I loved immortal and failed to make her even the slightest bit happy. Greetings, the second will say. If ever in a smoky April you down whatever it is you down, let's say a half bottle of martini, and suddenly think of me pining for your unfulfilled life, don't you dare open my books. Don't you dare reassemble my scattered voice. You do not need to stir up my ashes. Because I loved you far more than you loved me, the fourth will say, and I needed you far more than you needed me, and that is why I will not snatch the winner's baton from you. And how did the words winner and I appear in one sentence anyway? On the other hand, since I pretend to the role of one who labours under a man's load, all I have left is to step forward, stoop down towards the people closer than the rest, and say, my darlings, my poor, kind, half-dead, half-living, we are all a little dead, we are all immortal and false. So try to live as joyfully as you can. Be happy, please, and fear nothing except humiliation, decrepitude, and a dog's death. And don't be afraid of that either. Because all those who fought their big battle and fell and stayed in Paris, hospital, the dugout, in lines of verse around Moscow, will not be left, but gleaned like scattered strawberries, and on green palms carried home.